Welcome back to the channel, guys. Easy Crypto here again for another market update. And what I want to say is, if you're still in this market, congratulations, because you've had the balls to actually stick this out. A lot of people have actually sold when things have got tough, and it has got tough over the course of the last few days / weeks, guys. But in my opinion, I feel like this is probably going to be one of the last pullbacks, if not the last pullback, before we really do rocket to the upside. So congratulations, guys. Just want to say that. I'm just going to bring you a bit of market sentiment in this video and a few coins that I'm looking to invest in and have invested in over the course of the previous 72 hours. Now, with Bitcoin, I showed you this previously. If you've watched any of my other videos, I've showed you this chart. We've actually dropped from these particular levels that I've been showing. So as you can see here, my idea was like we were either going to bounce between these two lines, and obviously to the upside or to the downside. We've actually made obviously the downtrend here, but we are actually coming back, finding support, and we are dropping back into this box area, which I have drawn, which is around the $60,000 region, guys. So we're currently at $58,462,000, guys, which, I mean, yes, people are looking at this as bearish, but also what we've got to realize on the stock RSI, we're pretty much bottoming out, and this is probably going to be, realistically, I would say over the next 4 to 5 days we'll find out whether or not we will actually bottom out on the stock RSI. If we do, I can only see Bitcoin going up from these positions, but what you've got to look at in the grand scheme of things, in the macro, is where we are in the cycle, guys. And what I really wanted to show you is, if you've watched my previous video, I've spoken about this before, but I'm going to type this in anyway. I'm going to show you now. So what we're talking about is this pi indicator, guys. This has been right every single cycle, and if you are feeling a bit worried about this particular market, these indicators that I'm going to show you now are going to help you kind of like understand where we are in the market and kind of like stop you from almost panicking. Whenever there's been like a time where obviously we panic and stuff like that, panic sell, I'm thinking about panic selling. Obviously the first thing what I'll do is look at the macro, look at the news, and also see where we are in the cycle. And this pi indicator does a really good job. If you obviously just see me do it there, come on here on BTC, USD, or whatever, go into indicators, type pi top indicator, and it's the second one, guys. That's what you want. So this is basically going to show us where the top of the market order is. It's going to give us an idea where the top of the market is, and then it's going to show us where these two lines cross. And once these two lines cross, that will indicate the start of the the bear market, guys, and it'll start at the end of the bull market. So if I zoom out of here, as you can see, it predicted it very well in the last cycle. So this is obviously 2021. Once this gold line met the green line, then it was time to sell. Yes, we had a double top, and we came here, and if you stayed in, luckily in the 2021 cycle there was a double peak, and you would have still been able to catch a second peak, guys. But personally believe that was an anomaly, and this probably won't happen again. So once we see an indicator like this go and cross, once we see the lines cross, this will give us a good indication that we're moving into a bear market, and it's time to sell your altcoins and your Bitcoin, guys. So as you can see, that was the end of the bull cycle in theory, guys. So where are we now? These two lines are nowhere near crossing, and basically we're safe for a while in terms of this is not the end of the bull market. And it's just easy indicators here where you don't need to do a lot of analysis that are really going to set your mind at ease, especially for someone who's not an actual advanced trader, and they just want an indicator that's just going to be able to like kind of settle their mind. Come and have a look at this, reassure yourself that, you know, your coins are not going to go to zero, because we're not at the end of the bull market, guys. So come and do that. And the other thing I really want to show you, again, like I said on the previous video, is what we want to look for is MVRV, so market value versus realized value, and that will give you a real indication and where we are in the cycle. So if I look at MVRV Bitcoin, it should be on CoinGlass. Look into Bitcoin, it's a similar thing. So I'll just zoom out of here so you can see less of my face. And here we go. So MVRV is just market value versus realized value, and this has been a really good indicator over the course of the last bull cycles, and it's timed it perfectly in order to work out whether or not we need to buy or sell, guys. So as you can see on the right hand side here, this is going to give us an MVRV score, market value versus realized value. And when we start getting into, so obviously 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, when we're starting to get into 6 to 8 and the 10 positions, we want to be getting out of the market. When we're at 0 to 2, we want to be buying. Where are we now? We've actually retraced, because last week this was at 2.2. Now we've come down to 1.98, and as you can see, every time we've been at 1.98 or 2, we have been buying, guys. As you can see, in 2021 we were around 1.47 here, and then at the top of the peak bull cycle we scored MVRV of 7.05. Now where are we now? 1.98, and this is timed at every single time in the market, every single time. So when you're thinking, oh, the bull market is over, that is absolutely nonsense, because we've got multiple indicators which are telling us that we are only at the start of the cycle. We haven't seen the expansion phase yet, you'll see it on here. It will go to like the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mark, guys, and it will peak up like this. So please save this, come and have a look at this. It's a brilliant indicator, and it just shows me when I need to be selling, guys. And once we start creeping towards the 5 and the 6 range, we want to be looking at getting out of our positions on our altcoins and actually selling. So just have a look at those, set your mind at ease, guys, and that's it with that bit, the boring bit, guys. But now I'm going to take you onto some projects that I have been buying, well, the ones I've been talking about obviously in the public. So Mint Layer, brilliant layer 2 scaling solution for Bitcoin, and I've spoken about this so many times, guys. We're up 2% on the day, but we've had, you know, a massive retrace of 12% on the month. With a $20 million market cap, if it goes to anything like Polygon's market cap, it's doing very similar things, except it's for the Bitcoin network, Polygon's for Ethereum, it's going to do really well. And you're talking a safer bet, at least a 50x in my personal opinion. I'll be taking profits before that, but with a $20 million market cap, it's phenomenal, guys. It's on the Ethereum network. We'll be transferring to its native token very shortly. Come and have a look into Mint Layer. It is one that I've been DCing into over the last 24 hours, guys. Another one I want to bring you, Based AI. Kyle Chase loves this project, so come and follow Kyle Chase. He does a brilliant breakdown of what this project is. It's very, very technical on what this project is. But if you're like me, I'm not going to go into massive detail on this particular project. If you want to have a look at it, I've done a previous video in relative detail. But for me, I don't need to know every single technicality about a project. There's certain things I look for in a project when I feel it's a good time to buy and it's a good buy, but I don't need to know the intricacies of ins and outs, absolutely everything. I've done an overview on a previous video, so come and check it out, but all I'm going to say on this video is very similar to Bittenser, right? And if we compare market caps between this and Bittenser, you know, you're talking over 100x if this actually pulls off what I think it might do. And with a market cap of only 142 million, look, this is another project which personally I can see doing 100x, especially with this retrace that we've got. Unfortunately, I did get in just over a month ago, so I am 62% down on my initial investment, but I have been DCAing in, so that is going to bring, the key thing is here, guys, what we want to do is we want to bring down our average entry price. When we see prices like price retraces like we have done in majority of altcoins, we want to try and DCA a bit more money in at these low positions, so we're getting a lower average entry price to allow us for more gains in this bull cycle, guys. But please have a look at this project, because I don't want you guys to miss out on this. It is super bullish project. And go and check out Kyle Chase's video on Based AI and why he thinks it is a good investment, guys. And obviously, you guys know I love Casper. Casper is the Don of cryptos in my opinion, and it is one that I'll probably hold a little bit of into the next bull cycle. But we're 7% down on the 7 day and 13% down on the month, so not majorly bad. But guys, the amount of times I've done videos on Casper, go and have a look at another one of the videos. All I'm going to say is that it's a good time to buy. We're at 10 cents, nearly 11 cents. But what I was waiting for is that I am waiting for Casper to get down to 10 cents, but it's actually been holding up really strong. I wanted it to get under 10 cents to put a load more money into this particular project, because I see it as more of a safer play going into this bull cycle. Casper's been consolidating for multiple months right now, and it is due a pump at some point when Bitcoin retraces and goes back up. I can see Casper running from these positions, and especially with the news about KRC20. I've done another video on that, please check it out. Smart contracts, it's going to be phenomenal. If KRC20 comes out this bull cycle, it's going to be phenomenal. We're going to have lots of exciting things built on Casper network, guys, and you'll be able to transfer USDT using the Casper network, which is super bullish. That's why I'm bullish about Casper, guys. Go and have a look at my previous videos on Casper. Metazero is another one, super small market cap, around the $10 million market cap in the real world asset sector. But instead of kind of being related to like real estate in terms of real world assets, we're talking about in-game assets and how you can actually own your in-game assets instead of having to kind of them getting deleted and lost, guys. You can actually own your in-game assets when you buy them when you're gaming, which is super cool. Come and have a look at this one. This is one that obviously is super small market cap, so only put in money you can afford to lose. As you can see right now, we've had a 17.37% pump on the day. It's retraced a lot over the month, I think. 45% down on the month, so unfortunately we're down on this as well. But like I say, if you don't risk anything, you're not going to get any reward for this, guys. Metazero is another one I want to talk about, and then obviously Hello Labs. Hello Labs, people are obviously going to hate on me for saying Hello Labs is a good project because we've seen such a big retrace on Hello Labs, like 30% down, and we're actually over the course of the year we're at 44% down. But right, I can see Hello Labs coming back. Everyone's saying no, look, right stream is the next big thing for entertainment. But yeah, so obviously Paul Castlin, MTV dude, isn't going to let this go to zero. I can see him doing a lot of things. They are going to have Hello Labs available to buy on the Solana network very shortly as well, which is cool. And we're down to a $25 million market cap. Not only is this an entertainment project with a working project, I know everyone's saying that because it's got a working project that's a bad thing. No, in my opinion, no, it's not. You know, they've got a season 2 coming up, and also they've got gaming projects as well. So Hello Labs is working on a lot of things, and Paul Castlin is an excellent CEO. Obviously he's very new to the role, but look what he's done in the past. His experience, you know, from MTV is second to none. I genuinely believe Hello Labs is going to do very well this bull cycle, and it's easy to understand for a normie as well. A project like this, a normie's going to look at and go, wow, that's cool, I've seen it on TV, I'm going to buy it. That's their mindset, that's what it's going to be like. So please have a look at Hello Labs. Obviously Rightstream is the competitor, but personally I've been in Hello Labs from the start, and I'm going to continue holding this. OTK is another one I want to look at. OTK is really good project. Only $11 million market cap, so it's very small market cap. Relatively decent volume, guys. Reason why I'm so bullish about OTK is it's obviously a gaming hub on the Solana network. Now, obviously, everyone knows Solana has been ripping over the course of the last few months. It's obviously had a cool down now because of what Bitcoin's doing. But when we start to repump, Bitcoin starts to repump. Obviously, Solana's going to kick back up again, and Solana's obviously been outperforming Ethereum. Gaming coins haven't had the run yet. Basically, we've had AI, we've had kind of like Deepin, we've had some RWA runs. We had a meme coin run. We haven't had a gaming run yet. So in my opinion, the next narrative to go, the next narrative to actually pump is going to be gaming. So now is a good time to really get into some smaller market cap picks. 10% up on the day with OTK. So whether or not it is a good opportunity to get into this project right now, in my opinion, I still think it is, because we're 51% down on the month. So if you didn't manage to get into this project at a decent price, now is the time to do it. If you don't want to get into OTK, go and have a look at PlayApp. PlayApp, in my opinion, isn't as good as OTK, because they're both mobile gaming studios, but in my opinion, the developers for PlayApp are potentially better. They've had experience working with the likes of Miniclip, and the developers worked for Miniclip in the past, etc, etc. But then the marketing isn't that good, but neither is OTK. So it's a play-up between the two guys. So if I was going to pick one, I would pick OTK, just because I believe the website's a little bit better. So come and check it out. I've done a previous video on this a few days ago about OTK. And one final one, which is a real small market cap, tiniest market cap I've actually spoken about on this particular channel, is VDT, so Vendetta. It's combining gaming with real world assets. Really cool project, but we're under $1 million market cap, 50% down on the month. If you're going to invest in this project, come and have a look at it, but just please only invest a very small amount, guys. This is a this is a stab in the dark, this one, but it's providing it's combining real world assets with gaming. When I spoke about this before, only Chalk River was available. Looks like they brought out kind of like a pirate game as well, but the one I looked at was Vendetta games. The game they had out previously was Chalk River, and it was like a western type game, which looked very similar to the likes of Red Dead Redemption 2. But basically what you can do is you can own parts of this particular game, which is own parts of the actual game, so the combining kind of like real world asset tokenizing part of the actual game, which is very interesting. If I click on Chalk River, this is the one they previously had out, but it looks like they've done some work on their actual main website. Is players can actually fight to earn the staking rights to businesses and services within the game. So obviously that's quite cool. So you can actually fight to be able to earn the staking rights to businesses and services within the game, which is really interesting. You can actually own part of the game, which I really like. It's available on obviously on Polygon. Come and have a look at it, because it reminds me very much like Red Dead Redemption 2, which is super cool. So yeah, anyway, come and check it out, guys. I'll need to actually have a look at the rest of these two games, because this is brand new to me. They only had Chalk River out at the moment. So Three Kingdoms and Black Ties, I need to actually come and have a look at these, but I'll do a separate video on these, guys. But anyway, these are my picks for this particular dip and what I will be kind of DCAing into. This one I will only be putting in a very small amount of money, but the rest of them are standard picks. And for anyone who's interested, I am starting a Patreon over the course of the next couple of days. So there will be a discount, 25% discount for the first kind of 10 subscribers. And then I'll share with you some of my higher conviction picks, smaller market cap picks, some gaming gems, etc, etc. So if anyone's interested in that, please look out for that over the course of the next couple of days, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.